And we're ready for Dominique Moceanu.
Now we go right to our next pair, and I caught myself short as Dominique Moceanu has a fault.
It's always difficult when you fall on the first skill in your routine, your mount, because there's still a lot more that needs to happen. And here comes one of those things, her acrobatic series. Back handspring to 2 layouts, very solid. I was just about to say that when Dominique hits, she's up there with some of the best in the world. She won a silver medal on this event at the 95 World Championships.
Tremendous poise to come back from that missed mount and throw that acrobatic routine.
This event was also the event that gave her a very difficult time at the Olympic Games. She fell on that acrobatic series that we saw earlier. A very scary fall. So much mental concentration is required on this event. Focus. And Dominique just got back from the 97 World Championships, where she finished 14th all around. Sort of a disappointment for her. A little problem on the landing, but a nice double back dismount.
Once again, Kurt Thomas out there with his new athlete.
Dominique's rise in this sport has been very rapid. Let's take a look at her mount, though. This is a front somersault onto the beam. It's a blind skill, so you really have to be on in terms of your alignment. If you're off, then you're off the balance beam, and that's what happened here.
Up next, Kip Simons.
Well, things have suddenly turned serious here on the Tucson Convention Center. Up next on the rings, a man whose name is synonymous with a gymnastics move. This is Kip Simons.
Kip Simons and Blaine Wilson were teammates together at Ohio State, and then were teammates on the 96 Olympic team. Both times coached by Peter Corman. Strength move. Pretty clear he's holding that for 2 seconds. Rings has always been his strongest and favorite event. Because of his strength, he's excelled on this event. Double layup dismount.
Kip Simons.
Peter Corman spotting Kip Simons. Fellow Olympian back in 1984 with one of our judges this evening, Mitch Gaylord.
This is a great angle of this event. It requires so much upper body strength. You can really see what kind of workout your arms and shoulders get from this angle.
The scores for Dominique
Makes my shoulders hurt just watching. Now here are the scores. Dominique Moceanu, 47.7, 9 5s and 2 9/6s from the 5 judges. An opportunity for the men has now opened. Here are the scores for Kip Simons. A difference of 1.5. Kip Simons with 9 8s and 9 9s, giving his team a big boost. We'll take a break and be back with the final 2 pairs from our 3rd rotation. Stand by for more from Tucson. Back at Tucson, where the Battle of the Sexes Gymnastics Challenge continues. Bob Varsha along with Maura Driscoll. Glad to have you with us. The women's once formidable lead of 3.4 over the men has been dropped to 1.9 halfway through this 3rd rotation. Now let's go to the floor exercise. With a sparkle in her hair, this is U.S. Olympian Dominique Dawes.
And we're ready for Dominique Dawes.
full twisting double back. Again, a little slip of the mat, but that wasn't her fault. Remember, she is the Olympic bronze medalist on the floor exercise. She's so dynamic and aggressive on this event.
And now an actress in the musical theater.
We're listening to the artist formerly known as Prince, and Dominique Dawes happened to perform in one of his music videos. A little taste of what made her famous, the back-to-back tumbling. If you're counting, this is her fourth and final tumbling pass, a double full. She has always separated herself from the world on this event. She just moved after a brief stint in New York City. She moved back to Maryland, where she was living and training. This is sort of what made her famous. She does two whip backs into a double full, changes direction. She's a little under-rotated there, but recovers and starts tumbling back the other way.
Up next, Blaine Wilson.
Now we'll stay with the floor exercise for two-time and defending U.S. all-around men's champion Blaine Wilson.
What it is, all nice and decent to the crew. This is the cat and sugar ray riding through.
Whoops.
A little short there.
Here's all of the male Olympians have decided to go with music for their floor exercise.
So hard to do. Holding his body completely parallel to the floor, all arm and shoulder strength. He finishes strong, had a little difficulty on his first tumbling pass, but keep in mind he didn't use the 4-inch mat that a lot of the women have used. But his teammates certainly didn't seem to mind. They're cheering him on, having a great time, led by John Roethlisberger, and a little move to the left and a move to the right.
The scores for Dominique Dawes.
Blaine Carew Wilson on the right. Blaine, named for Dallas Cowboys guard Blaine Nye and baseball great Rod Carew. Dominique Dawes scores 49.6, 4 9-9s, and a perfect 10. And for Blaine Wilson, 49.1, 9-8s, and 1-9-9. So the women gain another half point to add to their lead. We'll take a break and return with the second half of the Battle of the Sexes Gymnastics Challenge from way out west in Tucson.